Okay, so here's the progress after one day of bricklaying. This is about 3 to 4 hours of work. It's coming along quite well. See, we got this wall here coming along my driveway. It angles some, and then it continues that way. That is my property there. This angle here is all in my neighbor's backyard. Some interesting notes. Again, that wall there, I don't know if you can tell, but that was the foundation that was stair-stepped downward, because there's a definite slope downward on the landscape. So you can see the bricks. There's only 5 courses of bricks there, but there are 6 courses there, and 7 at the end. There are actually 8 courses of bricks, but they stair step upward, but it's still level along the top. I got that pretty well. The other interesting thing here is to get by this root here. I tried to actually chop this root up from this tree, but it was just way too big. And after I cut through it some way and realized there's no way I was pulling that out, I remembered I had this concrete arch here. I can't even remember where I got this. I think it's from an old bench somewhere. Found it at a dump site or something, and I just had it in my backyard for over a decade. Well, it's got an arched bottom, so I was able to arch it and angle where the 2 walls are going to meet, and the big root is underneath it. So even if that still grows, although I'll be kind of surprised if it does, given how much damage I did to that root, I don't know, but it does have some room to grow. Now under the wall here, here's another large root that could cause problems eventually, although it's connected to that root after where the big root where I cut it. So I don't know if I inhibited the growth of that root at all. It's huge. You can see it way back here and everything. But I hope I did, because I hope in 10 years it doesn't completely, deform and break this brick wall I've been building. But that's how I overcame the issue with the root there. I had that concrete archway, and you see I'm going to continue building this up. I still have about 6 more courses to go, so that archway will be built in, and then there will be just bricks on top of it. The other big thing is another piece of work that I salvaged. It's a little hard to see because it's still being braced up because it's been mortared into place here, but I have this iron or steel work, wrought iron kind of gateway with some filigree on it. There'll be a better picture once the wall is done and that's dried. But I'm building that in. This is, again, to allow neighborhood cats to easily traverse through the walls, kind of as a gate. Of course, this wall won't be terribly big. It's only going to be about this high total, so cats could jump on top of it, no problem. But I have a neighborhood cat that I feed, and he pops up. He used to come up right by the wooden fence right around the corner of my carport here. Well, that's been bricked up, but now just a foot away I'm going to be building in this gate here. Well, it doesn't open, but this grill that he will be able to pass through, or any other cat that's in the neighborhood will be able to pass through, but no significant dogs will be able to pass through. I've got it drying right now. I'm going to lay, the bricks will go over the top of it, so it should be set in place pretty sturdy once it's done. Like I said, this was the first day of my building. I have 1 or 2 more days left to go. This is 6 courses high right here, and I have enough bricks. You can see I've used quite a few of the bricks from the previous video. Still have all those though, which should be enough for another 6 courses, which will be right up to about here. And then I'm going to put a top layer of these decorative old bricks that I have. I should have enough for one layer of those all the way around, which will give a nice top to this brick wall. I'm doing this brick wall pretty much solid. There's no lattice work like I did in the previous wall. It's just a little easier, right? I could do a lattice work, I guess, and it would get me 1 or 2 courses higher, because it's spaced out, but I don't think I'm going to. I might. We'll see what I feel like when I start doing it. But I think I'm just going to do a completely solid brick wall, which again will be about this high. It's hard to see on the camera. About 3 feet high, 3 or 4 feet high. Anyway, so that's the first major day of work. Again, 1 or 2 more days left, and that should be it.